Welcome to the Sheppard High School and the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm Connor Toffen and I'll be your play-by-play announcer today. My color commentator today will be Ben Feldman. Today's game will feature the Sheppard Thunderbirds and the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast. We have Dave Foley on camera, Alex Testowich is our switcher, and Kevin Kyle is our director. We are very excited to be procasting this game from this pretty new and fantastic gym. So Ben, obviously you're a coach here at Shep. What can we expect to see from today's game?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. You know what, I used to coach the boys program for the last 9 years, and the one thing that Sheppard always seems to have with their teams are a very athletic group of young men. So, and it looks like the Bishop Grandin team is just as athletic, so it'll be quite a fun, fast-paced game, that's for sure.
Remember, folks, winner of this game will go to the finals tomorrow afternoon. Bishop Grandin will win the tip and control the ball. They're going to slash inside to start, and they're going to miss their first shot of the day. That was Conlon Thompson. Now we see Ben Riley in transition. He'll dish it off, and that'll be the first basket of the game. It's going to go to Tyven Hack. Ben Riley's one of those guys that we saw yesterday. Pretty athletic, like you were talking about. Hey, Ben?
Yes, absolutely, and he can do a little bit of everything, as you see there. He can dribble, he can shoot, and he can jump, and he'll definitely distribute the ball really well, as he did just there for the basket for Ty Hack.
Jansen Ranas is going to dish it inside, and he misses the open layup. That was Chang Jiao missing that shot. Shep is going to control the ball going inside. A ton of contact. Rebound picked up by Felix Webb, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Shep basketball. Pretty quick start to the game here.
Really good, fast-paced start. It's good to see these boys are here ready to play.
All right, so Thunderbirds off the inbound. We've seen it quite a bit yesterday in the few games, or the couple games we did rather. Inbound defense has been a bit of a struggle. The coaches were telling me that's something that you can see a little bit of struggles with early on in the season. As we say, Malika go in, and he's going to pick up the basket.
Great take by Musa. He can distribute the ball, but it looks like right there he made a lovely play at the basket.
So Jansen Ranas looks like he's picking up point guard duties for today. He's going to dish it to Conlon Thompson, goes inside. I believe that was deflected off of a Thunderbird there. So they control the rebound. That's going to be Malicha with it again. We just seen him score. They're going to dish it out. He's going to slash, dish it back. A mid-range shot, a good-looking pass from Malika. Looked like a no-looker there, but Felix Webb misses the mid-range.
That's a good shot. Felix Webb does tend to put that in quite often, so he'll keep shooting that ball.
On the other end of the floor, Tyven Hack with the steal. Going to steal the possession here for the Thunderbirds. He'll control the ball now. He gets a pick set from Webb. Can't quite get around his defender, so he'll dish it off to Abu. Onto the wing now, back to Abu. Oh, wide open at the top. They're swinging it around. Now he'll find himself open. Felix Webb is going to come a little short on the three.
Good ball movement by the T-Birds, but you definitely want to see them look to attack the hoop there on some closeouts there.
So Bishop Grandin down 4 early. It's been a tough start offensively. They've struggled to get shots off. Jansen Ranas will look to change that right now as he goes through the legs. Stops up and dishes it to Conlon Thompson. Now we see BK Reith on the wing. And before the fade was put up by Chang Jiao, there's a whistle on the floor.
Abu Baker, Nzisabira, he picks up his first foul. Coach Mike Lina, as you hear, giving them a little bit of advice there to deny the pass into the post.
Reith is going to get it up. Ranas has to show off his hops just to control that pass. They're going to move it to Chang Jiao, and we see a travel on Jiao there. Good defense from the T-Birds.
Well, the one thing you will see from a Dave Young's basketball team is a strong defensive team, so we'll see if the boys can buy in early in this second game of the Totem Hoop Classic.
So we'll see Ty Hack with it now. We've seen plenty of him so far early. He's going to drive, a little bit of contact. Picks up his own rebound. The bounce pass on the inside. It looked like he was looking at Malicha there, but he's going to go up with the shot, and Webb misses it.
Tough look. That one almost went in there, but you know what? A good take by Ty. Way to see him get to the hoop.
Conlon Thompson, he'll take over the ball handling duties this time for Bishop Grandin. A great pass there. Missing the shot, though. Good look for Jansen Ranas. Malicha, here's Ben Riley. He can shoot it. Misses that one, a little too strong on it though. Now a fast break opportunity. And is this going to be a block or a charge?
It looks like a block, but that was a really close one.
Let's see where his feet set.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's a good call.
Just a little bit of movement there. Good call by the ref.
Too bad because the contact did come right at the center of the chest, it looked like, but you know, your feet definitely have to be set, and Moose's were definitely not.
This is going to be Conlon Thompson looking to put up Bishop Grandin's first points of the game today.
Ruben Soibelman also making his way into the game. Another good power forward for the T-Birds, very, very reliable. You know, he's not a flashy player, but he does he does the garbage work.
So Thompson goes 1 for 2, but similar to a struggle we've seen yesterday, the Thunderbirds are having problems with the rebounding off of free throws right now. As Conlon Thompson drives, he just missed the free throw. Offensive rebound picked him by himself, and the 3 is made by Jansen Ranis. We've seen yesterday rebounding off of free throws was a bit of a problem for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a head scratcher for Dave Youngs. There's nothing more frustrating than not getting possession off a rebound off a free throw.
Down low is Musa Malicha. A good pass inside. He had inside position there for Ruben Soibelman.
Great look inside, and a nice finish by Soibelman.
Thompson, he'll be guarded by Soibelman. Here's Jansen Ranis again. Can't quite call bank, but the offensive rebound, multiple of them picked up. And the put back there by Liam Gray is going to put Grandin into a tie.
That's something that Dave Youngs will have to talk about early if they call a timeout, is those rebounding on the defensive end.
This is Ty Hack in the corner. They're going to move it back up to Soibelman, and it gets stripped away. I believe, yeah, they're going to say he went out of bounds. So Caden Keenge out of bounds on the play. Thunderbirds lucky to keep possession there.
I think a little bit of an early whistle there, but no harm, no foul. Let's see what the T-Birds can do with this other possession.
Looks like the ref from across was talking to her, maybe thinking the same as you, a bit of an early whistle, but
that's okay. You know, it's early season for the refs as well, so they'll get the cobwebs out of their system as well.
All right, so Thunderbirds maintain control. This is Ty Hack on the high wing. He's going to dribble with his left hand and try to kick it into Abu, but an errant pass, I shouldn't say an errant pass, but a deflected pass into traffic is going to end up in the Ghost's hands. Here's Jansen now to the outside.
What a great defensive play by Ben Riley there. That is what we call a good early transition defensive play. He's right in help side. He steps in and makes the offensive player there for Bishop Grandin travel. Great play by Ben Riley.
So here's the Thunderbirds. They're going to try to dish it inside to Abu again now. Ty Hack open in the corner. Can't quite come up with it. Soibelman with an athletic rebound. Now here's Ben Riley. He's going to kick it to the top. They stare down the rim. Soibelman inside, and they're going to call the foul. Good ball movement.
Great ball movement by the T-Birds. That's one thing you want to see from Musa. He did hold it for just 1 second. If he could just get it in a little bit earlier, I think Ruben Soibelman would have had an easy layup there, but nonetheless, he's shooting 2 free throws.
So Ruben goes to the line, looking for the Thunderbirds to take another early lead. They will, up 7-6. And Ruben looking steady at the line, makes both.
It's close games that always come down to free throws. So if this trend continues 6-8 for the Thunderbirds, we'll see if free throws become an issue.
We seen yesterday that was a big difference in the game. The Thunderbirds able to hit more free throws down the stretch to pick up the win and advance to today's semifinal. Jansen Ranis from way downtown. He's going to come up empty. Shot clock running down. He needed to take that.
Yeah, and as you were saying, I mean, free throws is such an important component of a basketball game. I mean, the senior girls game yesterday, it is my team, but you know, we shot 12 for 27 from the line, and that came back to bite us in the end. So hopefully that doesn't do the same for these boys.
As Ty Hack slashing down low. Contested by 2 Ghosts at the rim. Jansen Ranis, he's been pretty good early. Looks like he's going to get it back up top. And he's going to slow things down here for the Ghost down 2. They get some off-ball movement, and they're going to dish it now. I believe that's Conlon Thompson. Back to Ranis, similar to last possession. He just has to chuck one up, and is that a foul?
Those are so frustrating as you see Mike Line, assistant coach for the T-Birds. You know, that's not a shot you want to try to block with just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. That's just one that the T-Birds are going to want back. So we'll see if the Bishop Grandin Ghosts can make the T-Birds pay for that lack of discipline there on that play.
So Jansen Reynes at the line. He'll take 3 free throws. That was a deep three-point attempt. Just like you said, those are those tough fouls. You don't see them often. It also just, if you're going to foul there, obviously you want to foul hard enough to not let him make the shot. Every now and then you'll see a 4-point play. It's just a dangerous play all around to make.
Yeah, definitely a difficult play. I mean, as a coach, though, you definitely want to just contest that shot. I mean, you definitely don't want to give them 3 free throws. Obviously, they're making 2 of the 3, but hopefully the T-Birds can learn from that.
So here's Ben Riley now. Thought he was going to get it to Abu in the post, but instead he'll come up and set the pick. Ben Riley, he'll move it up to the top. Now we see Lual with it. Lual open down low as Soibelman contacted the rim, and he's going to draw the foul.
The one thing that the Thunderbirds have that's going to be a strong feature for them in this season is the strong play of their point guards. Their point guards can look to make plays off those ball screens, as you saw there, and hopefully Ruben Soibelman can get a better pass just to finish right away instead of have to bobble it a little bit.
So Soibelman's going to go to the line for 2 early on. It seems like the early indicator is going to be that free throw shooting, not that it's not always important, but it seems like with both of these teams picking up quite a few fouls early on here, it might even have that much more importance in today's game.
Absolutely, and both these teams, like we talked about earlier, they're very aggressive, very athletic, so there's probably going to be a lot of fouls called in this game. That's just the nature of the way these two teams play, so it definitely might come down to free throws.
Gabe Rio Florido checks in now for the Ghosts. That's a fun name to say.
That is a fun name. Holy smokes. Both teams have a couple fun ones for us.
So Jansen Reynes is going to control it. He's got Lual guarding him right now. What can we expect to see from Sheppard on defense?
You know, defensively, Sheppard is going to be a tenacious team. They're going to hedge hard on the screens, but it looks like actually sometimes they're going to switch them, and I think that's okay for them because they have such a good athletic team that I think there won't be any mismatches for the Thunderbirds on D.
So Lual's going to bring it up the court with a bit of pressure being brought by Jansen Reynes. Ty Hack. Oh, Soibelman can't quite, ball never quite gets to him, and on the fast break now on a 1-on-0. That's Caden Keenge with the bucket.
Those turnovers at the top of the three-point line are just devastating for a team. You definitely don't want to give up those to lead to a 2-point easy layup.
Down low, Lual, pretty open. Oh, tries to do the reverse. Can't quite get it to go. That's Rio Florido missing the layup on the other end. A frantic pace here. Ben Riley now taking it up court. They've got some numbers. Lual. They're going to slow it down a bit. Ben Riley being guarded very tight by Rio Florido, something you need to do. He's got quite a bit of range out there from three-point territory. As the shot clock range is under 8 seconds, Lual double team tries to go behind the back.
Oh.
Nearly saved by the Ghosts. Good hustle defense, but it's going to stay Thunderbirds' possession. I believe also there's going to be only less than 2 seconds on the shot clock here. Yep.
We'll see if they can make a shot, get a good shot off this. 1.7 seconds left.
They're going to get it to Ben Riley. He's going to fake and go up with it.
Oh, that's a shot clock violation. That's a good shot. I mean, there's not much you can do with that little time there, but maybe, you know, he could have taken maybe an extra dribble and go to the basket, but nonetheless, not a bad shot. Here comes a sub here for the Thunderbirds. We have number 11, Zarek Toronjo, another athletic big man for the T-Birds. Very similar game and style to that of Ruben Soibelman.
Could be some interesting matchups in this game. This is Rio Florido with it.
Yeah, good call by the ref. That's a great call. That's a seasoned vet ref there. He's not gonna miss that one.
A little bit of a lack of scoring here early on. Good defense being played by both teams. We sit at 10-10 with about 1:30 left here in the first quarter as the Thunderbirds look to take another narrow lead. Tourangeau, he's going to dish it off to Lual quickly. Now he sets the screen. Lual with the hesitation and a crossover. They're going to get it down low off of a Ghost and out of bounds.
It's kind of funny when you say it's off of a Ghost, but you know, but I hope the people watching understand it's the Bishop Grandin Ghost. But you know, Shep is an old building. You never know these days if there's any in here.
It is. Oh, is that going to be?
Too bad. It's just a warning to the Bishop Grandin team, but there was an open layup. We'll see if they do it here. There's an open layup there, but we'll see if they can do it. No, that's okay.
Outside now, here's Luell. Pretty open. Contest coming late. He's going to miss the shot. Rebound down low, controlled by Tourangeau. Luell open again. This time he'll take the dribble and dish to Tourangeau.
Beautiful.
Right down the middle. A good play. Soibelman.
Good basketball. That's the one thing I like seeing from the T-Birds early here in this late in this first quarter is just how unselfish they are. But we got to finish on those opportunities. It'd be great to see an and one play, but regardless, they're getting to the free throw line and they're not missing many. So here comes Ruben Soibelman. He's good with his first free throw. The product from Westminster Junior High, just down the street from Ross Sheppard. Another great shot.
Soibelman. Home court rims here in the pretty new gym.
Yeah, we installed them ourselves, so it definitely seems to help a little bit.
Rio Florido is going to dish it to Kinge. Sitting at the top near half court. He's getting pressed hard by DeChavez. Going to dish it to the corner. And was that a three? Yes, it was.
That's a shot you're going to be okay to give up. That was great defense by the T-Birds there. Not a problem. Oh,
shot made by Rio Florido before Prince DeChavez steps out of bounds.
The good thing about the Thunderbirds is they have a lot of impact players who can come in fresh off the bench and make a difference on the defensive end, such as Prince DeChavez.
Jumper is missed by the Ghosts. And I looked down at my roster for a second. What happened there?
Yeah, that's just just kind of a forced shot there. I don't think it was really necessary for them to shoot that, but I mean, maybe the T-Birds will get a good possession here, and maybe Grandin will probably have one more here if the T-Birds run the clock a little bit.
About 3.5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it looks like Bishop Grandin's going to get last shot if they want it, but they're not going to, because going to the rim with an open lane is Caden Kinge making the two for Bishop Grandin.
Ben Riley doesn't realize there's only 5 seconds left. No one's counting it down.
You see someone yelled at him to pick up the pace. He's going to go to the rim. A decent look to end the quarter, but in the end, Bishop Grandin is going to leave the first quarter with a 15-12 lead over the Thunderbirds.
A little bit of a slow start, I think, from both teams here, but I think it's always difficult after the opening ceremonies. It's quite emotional. The teams are sitting. It's kind of a up and down roller coaster of emotions, but I think the pace of the game will change a bit more for the T-Birds here, but a very even match nonetheless.
You can see some of our first quarter highlights here. Some good defensive play from both teams and some good shooting from Bishop Grandin might be the advantage here early on.
Yeah, it looks like the Bishop Grandin Ghosts definitely have a slight advantage shooting the ball right now. It seems like they're a little bit more consistent with their shots, but both teams are taking very good shots. At some point, as a coach, you want to say, keep shooting them. They're good shots, but, the turnovers, I think, as you see here, was hurting the Thunderbirds just at the top of the three-point line. So they need to clean that up and definitely box out a bit better.
Multiple threes made. Bishop Grandin's taken a lot of threes so far. Is there anything Ross Shep can do to... Their defense looks like it's collapsing a little bit. And yesterday when they were playing, the team they were playing had the ball inside a lot. Do you think that could be a reason just because they had to collapse their defense yesterday and force them to shoot?
Yeah, possibly. But what I think as a coach, I think Dave Youngs and most coaches will be okay with, you want to contest the three, but I don't think you want to give up open, easy layups. So, you kind of have to decide where are you going to die in terms of the sword? Are you going to give away the open three, or are you going to give away an open layup? So I think they just have to recover more and maybe work on their rotations. But nonetheless, it's still a very close game, and I think the T-Birds, I think what's going to really help them is just cleaning up the defensive end and just settling down and not turning over the ball as much.
For sure, yesterday Ross Shep was playing the Paul Kane Blues, and they had to contest 6'7" center Kevin Hessel. Maybe won't be a similar problem today. The Ghost tallest player is 6'3", Conlon Thompson. Not that he's short at all, but it's no 6'7".
Yeah, just a different evil. I mean, definitely the Thunderbirds don't have to deal with the height, but they definitely have to deal with the athleticism, which again, it kind of equalizes the Thunderbirds' athleticism. But you know what? I think both teams have some good offense coming through, and hopefully the T-Birds can respond.
So the Thunderbirds are going to open up this second quarter of action, down 3. Ty Hack with it, a long pass. Pretty lucky there to get it through to Lowell. Here's Malicha in the corner.
Wow, that's a great take.
Great layup there.
What's amazing about that, the amazing thing about that layup is he actually looked to pass the ball before he even chucked that up. So awesome take by Musa.
An amazing mid-air adjustment. Pretty rare to see something like that from a high school player.
And with the left hand, and he's not left-handed, I can tell you that much.
Caden Keene, she's going to dish it into the post. Up top, Rio Florido. Screen set by his teammate, the fadeaway jumper. Can't quite hit, but it's going to go off the hand of a Thunderbird. It's going to stay Bishop Grandin ball.
That's good rotation by the Thunderbirds there on defense. That's exactly what Dave Youngs is going to want to see. Just too bad they just didn't end up with the ball, but nonetheless, good rotation early.
Caden Keene inbounding the ball now for Bishop Grandin. Was that a 5-second violation?
Yeah. That's what we call a defensive dunk, you know, just a possession like that. That can definitely bring some energy to a team. So good job by the T-Birds on defense there.
Ooh, but a lost possession there for the Thunderbirds. Keege goes behind the back. Jansen with it now to Rio Florido. Bit of hesitation near the top, and Keenge ends up with a deep 3 for Keenge. Nearly makes it.
There we go.
Fast break opportunity for the Thunderbirds. Luau goes up and one.
Great take, great pass by the T-Birds there, and great finish by Rang Luau. What an athletic, strong finish from the young man. And again, Musa making the pass there in transition. You know, that's the biggest thing. You know, if you have a strong point guard like that, and they can create anything for the players as long as they're ready and open, running for the pass.
Forced the defender there to turn around and readjust body position. It can be a little bit of a struggle as the Thunderbirds now take a 1-point lead.
There we go.
Now a 2-point lead. The Thunderbirds with a strong start here on a 5-0 run in the second quarter.
Let's see if the Thunderbirds can get a stop on D. I think that's going to be a key for this game. They have to be a defensive team first, and their defense can lead to a good offense.
In the corner is BK Reith, nearly stepping out of bounds after he almost loses the ball down low, and they're going to say it was off of Ty Hack there.
Some great rotation there by the Thunderbirds. You know, let's see if they can get a stop here and not force up a bad shot here by the Ghosts.
Last time the Ghosts had an inbound play, the Thunderbirds were covering them. Well, not like Dallas Cowboy cornerbacks. I'm just used to saying that, but we saw that game last night. It wasn't good.
No, it definitely was not a pretty one.
So here's Lowell with it now. At the top, dishes it to Ty Hack. Musa Malika, we've seen a lot of him early on in this game. Double screen set at the top.
Wow,
dishing it down low. Beautiful pick and roll.
Wow, that's just beautiful basketball. I'm not a big fan of the pick and roll, but you know what? The Thunderbirds are making good use of that action, so good job by the T-Birds there.
Down low, a foul called. We're going to see Chang Jiao go to the line.
And it looks like we'll also have a timeout here by the Grandin Ghosts here. You know, great look. I can't believe he even saw that player was there. I mean, great pass there. As Bishop Grandin calls a timeout. This is your first Totem Hoop, isn't it?
Yeah, first Totem Hoop, just started yesterday. I've done some Nate games before, but yeah, this is a really nice gym. Honestly, it's the most beautiful high school facility I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know what? We take great pride in our facility here at Sheppard. I mean, we have 2 amazing gyms. We've got a wonderful fitness center, and I mean. We've had Canada Basketball come in here to run an ID camp, and they think that this school is a university. So yeah. It's really cool, and we're quite lucky to have such a beautiful facility. And you know, it's something that we take great pride in, and hopefully the great basketball continues here for the school and for the city of Edmonton.
Can there be any more pressure for the Thunderbirds here in this tournament, knowing that it's their tournament, it's Sheppard's tournament, and their friends, their classmates are coming to watch them at these games?
Definitely. I think that's but I think that's such a good opportunity for growth for these young men, you know, and all the athletes here, including the women. You know, I think it's always a bit scary to play in front of your peers, and especially knowing that there's a camera crew, you know, and the social media's here. You know, I think that can cause some tension there. Just worried about, you know, getting something put on film on social media, but I guess that's just the day and age we live in, right, where that could be an issue.
Exactly. We've seen some news crews here today as well, so no pressure.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot, but you know what? This is such a good opportunity for learning and growth for these young men and athletes. So, you know, let's hope they make the most of it and learn from it.
So Chang Zhao at the free throw line takes his time and makes it. We'll see if the ref can make a better pass to him this time. He does. I know that can screw up free throw shooters' timing there a little bit when they don't get that good feed from the refs. So good job by Zhao just to take his time. And another rebound off the free throw given up by the Thunderbirds, and a foul committed right after.
Yeah, those are the ones that you definitely don't want to give up. You know, you just got to lay a body in first. And, you know, Zarek is such a great rebounder, and he's so long and athletic. But, you know, at times you can't just rely on your athleticism. You have to put a body on the defender.
Liam Gray looking to cut down the lead for the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. He'll miss the first, but he'll get one more. And they'll miss that one too. This time the Thunderbirds come down with it. They nearly lose it. And now they'll take possession. Luau dishes it back up to the top to Malicha. Swarming defense here from the Grandin Ghosts. Open look in the corner. That's Ty Hack, a great feed. And there's Luau picking up the garbage. He goes back up for the second time. Misses both layups. But a tie-up possession arrow is going to go to the Ghosts.
Tough luck, but, you know, I just looked at Dave Youngs, and, you know, not an ounce of frustration out of him. You know, that's two great opportunities, a great crash on the offensive glass, especially from a smaller point guard. So, you know, you want him to finish, and he won't make that mistake again.
Here's Reynes. Now to BK Reith. Rio Florido at the top. Shot clock, it's been a slow possession here for the Ghosts. Shot clock's down to 5 now. They're going to have to take a 3. Liam Gray is going to be a little too strong.
Good squeeze by Zarek. Now we can look to get the T-Birds in transition on O.
Luau, he'll pull up. Can't come up with it. It will come up with the rebound, however. Ty Hack, nice deflection out there to Musa Malicha.
Good job.
Tourangeau. Back up to Musa. Hesitation, defense switches now in the corner. Ty Hack, good ball movement to Luau. He's going to put it on the floor.
Beautiful
oh my goodness.
basketball. Great extra pass there by Ty Hack there. That's great basketball and a great penetration by Rang Luau and Felix Webb with the finish.
Unselfish basketball from the Thunderbirds. Webb with a good job to convert on the open layup. Ghosts are going to need a response soon because the Thunderbirds are starting to take control, and a 3 made. That'll do it. That was Jansen Reynes.
Oh boy, here, yeah, you know, that's just the one thing. And again, are you willing to give it up? The T-Birds are showing some great possessions defensively, but they're hitting their shots. You got to give credit to the Ghosts.
Here's BK Reith. They're going to dish it to the top, slashing, and a foul. Liam Gray goes to the line.
Would have liked to see Musa Malicha there jump to help there a little bit sooner, as we see on this replay. A little bit of a lazy play, but you know, it's not often that a guard is going to be that low into the key. So just a learning opportunity, and hopefully he can jump to help there. As we see Ben Riley come in back to the game for the T-Birds.
Sense a bit of frustration here coming from the coaches.
Well,
get the team to box out.
Well, I won't lie to you. Coach Mike Lina, he was my coach when I played here at Ross Sheppard. It's deceiving that his yelling can be frustration. He's a very loud person.
Okay.
So I think it's just funny. I laugh about it because, yes, he is a loud individual, and I think it appears that he's always frustrated, but he's just a very emotional guy, and he's a coach that you love to have on the bench. I coached with him for 2 years, and like I said, he was my coach. When I coached with him, now I'm partially deaf because of the yelling, as you can tell. But, you know, he's a great coach to have. I'm sure Dave Youngs is happy to have him here.
We'll see if he can motivate his team to head to the finals today. Ty Hack, there's going to be a foul called. I believe it's on the Ghosts here. Foul is on the floor.
Would have liked to see Ty Hack there rip it to the middle, but nonetheless, he draws the foul. No harm, no foul. Let's see if the T-Birds can execute a good baseline out of bounds.
Before the Thunderbirds get a chance to inbound it, they just clarify, I believe, who committed the foul there to the scorekeepers. They're going to dish it down low in the post, and
Great
a
job,
make
Felix
there from
Webb.
Felix Webb.
Felix Webb, I coached him for a year. He's got great footwork in the post. He's a little undersized to be in the post, but he's got great touch and great footwork. Stay down.
Oh, a second chance point there.
It's those rebounds. They got to clean up the rebounding.
We see Ben Riley down low. He's going to dish it. That's Tourangeau with the shot fake. Now Malicha up top, a little too strong. And the ball is going to travel out of bounds. Bishop Grandin comes up with it.
Again, not a bad shot from the Thunderbirds. They're definitely going to need those to drop, but they're taking the right shot. So it's not going to be frustrating for the Thunderbirds that they're shooting those shots, but they just need them to bounce in like it has been for the Ghosts so far.
BK Reith is going to have, he had an open lane. He dribbles it right off his foot. Thunderbirds with a lucky break up too.
Lucky break. Hopefully they can make use of this opportunity here with a 2-point lead. See a 1-3-1 press coming in here, shown by the Ghosts.
They can open up front court opportunities like this one. Ty Hack, contact at the rim. No call. Defense hands was straight up. Now it's Jansen on the inside. Open layup. Bodies all over the floor.
Tough look there. You know, you definitely want to finish those, but looks like Grandin wants to slow down the pace here for the Thunderbirds, but they're getting some good looks here in transition.
Ty Hack, pressured by Rio Florido, hands it off to Ben Riley. Screen coming from his teammate, pick and roll down low, goes off a Ghost's hand. It'll stay Thunderbirds ball.
Really like seeing that defense there. You know, I don't think they've had a consistent defense off the ball screens there by the Ghosts, but there was a great rotation, great hard hedge.
Struggle on the inbound play for the Thunderbirds. Ty Hack's going to have to chuck it
foul.
up, and a three-point foul there. Ty
was.
Hack's going to go to the line.
Smart play. I don't know if that was intentional, but a great shot and a great look. Let's see there. Good job by Ty Hack. And you know what? A lot of refs would miss that call. You know, it's just that slight hit from the bottom, but it definitely impacts the shooter. So hopefully Ty Hack can hit these 3 free throws and give the Thunderbirds a 3-point lead.
Great body control there, too, from Hack. Just to go up, he could have taken a bigger step to the side there and tried to be open, but instead he looked like he was trying to draw contact.
Yeah, I think that we'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he was trying to do that. But again, you know, that's the one thing Ty Hack does have is he's got great body control. He practices his pull-up jump shots quite often. So, you know, that's a great shot that he practices, and, he got rewarded for it.
So Hack's going to look to go 3 for 3 from the line. He will. Good free throw shooting here in the second quarter for the Thunderbirds.
Both teams have done a really good job shooting the ball at the free throw line, so we'll see if that continues to be something that causes issues for the outcome of this game.
Hack now picking up Conlon Thompson on defense, who hands it up to Jansen Reynes. Ben Riley guarding him. The 3 is taken by Rio Florido, and a make to tie it up.
Yep, that's a great shot. They're hitting a lot of their shots, so T-Birds need to either play some defense or they need to make some on the way back.
Ben Riley was attacking Chang Jiao, commits the foul. He's frustrated. We've seen yesterday there was some 1-3-1 defense being played. You can see the shooters open on the side there. It can leave a lack of defense in the backcourt. It can leave your offense numbers once you get it. The trouble is going to be getting it past half court. If you can control the ball there and not turn it over, you're going to have numbers in the front court.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, I think the Thunderbirds have a smart enough, disciplined team who can make those passes and dribble into that half-court pressure. So hopefully, what you want from your transition press break is you want to look to create those odd-man breaks there. So hopefully the Thunderbirds can look to create more offense from their press break.
Ben Riley at the line for 2. That ball went all the way around and in. Conlon Thompson takes over ball handling duties for the Ghosts. He's going to go to Rio Florido. Lose his dribble early, and that's going to cost him. Fast break opportunity.
No,
and
it's going to be a
that should be a clear path foul.
It's a clear path foul. You know, a great hustle by the big man Ruben Soibelman. Let's see here. He gets the steal. You know,
there's that little push. Yep.
The game that, you know, it's something that I think coaches really have to inform their players. And I'm not saying that the young man who did that on the Ghost meant to do that, but, you know, the rules have changed so much, especially when you need a foul in an important moment of the game. You really have to make a play at the ball, and as Ruben Soibelman does not convert the first one.
So Soibelman will look to convert the free throw and give the Thunderbirds a 3-point lead, and then they're going to take possession. That's why those clear path fouls are so costly, but Soibelman not able to take advantage here. Thunderbirds will keep with the ball, but that's a waste of really an open opportunity there of a breakaway.
Yeah, but at least the T-Birds will get the ball back here, and hopefully they can get a good look here for a score.
Ooh, a little bit of a miscommunication. Ty Hack ends up controlling and goes to Ben Riley. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Down low to Felix Webb. Felix Webb comes up with his own board, puts it back up. They're having some problems getting a whistle underneath the rim right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You want the refs to let the kids play, but, you know, it's tough to balance that. You know, I kind of think about it with Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid in hockey, you know, he gets away. He doesn't get a lot of calls, but, you know, he should be able to draw a lot more penalties. But, again, you want the refs want the kids to play. As you see, the Bishop Grandin has 5 or maybe more fouls, and the T-Birds only have 3 this quarter.
Good steal there from Lual. Fast break opportunity. He's got Ben Riley with him. And a blocking foul called on the Thunderbirds. They'll go to the line.
Good take by Rang Lual there, as you see there. You know, that's a great look. It might have looked like he wanted to pass it, but he thought that the shot was maybe a better look. And I hope there's not a lot of people scratching their head over my hockey comment. But again, I truly think, you know, it's just you can't call every single foul, you know, unfortunately. And some people will say, no, well, a foul is a foul and a penalty is a penalty. But, you know, I think sometimes the physicality of the game is sometimes taken away when refs are calling every single foul.
It's kind of important in a semifinal, too, to let them play a little more. It shouldn't affect the ref's call, but you see it in the pros quite often. It normally does in these important games. They'll be a little more lax on the whistle normally. Yeah,
and you know what? The other thing that I didn't mention is just it's nice to see a Calgary team. And, you know, I just know with my experience of playing or going down to Calgary and coaching the basketball there, the refs definitely let a lot more go in terms of the physicality. So maybe this is something Bishop Grandin is used to, but you know, it's not a bad ref game so far by the 3 refs. So you know, I think it's been consistent both ways. But I think the T-Birds are definitely looking to attack the hoop more. But the Bishop Grandin Ghosts are definitely shooting the rock a little bit better.
All right, so coming out of the timeout, we're going to see some free throws here for the Thunderbirds. Up 30-26. It's been a pretty good half for them. They came in with a 3-point deficit. So far, they've won this quarter by 7 points. They're up 4 with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to play here in the first half in a tightly contested game.
That's a great running stat you got there. Did you come up with that yourself?
Maybe.
That was good. I'm impressed.
Off the top. Someone's going to go back on the YouTube video, though, and tell me I'm wrong. Actually, it was a 2-point lead or something like that. I don't know.
Well, regardless, we'll believe you for now.
So Rang Luel will attempt his second free throw. He will make it. Thunderbirds take a 5-point lead. Conlon Thompson, Ben Riley contests at half court.
Oh, a little bit of an offensive foul.
Misses everything, so Rang Luel has an easy rebound. No one even near him. Luel, he's got some space. They're going to get it to Ben Riley in the post. He's going to spin around his defender down low. He's going to miss the layup.
Great take by Ben Riley.
Reynes. High pick set by Conlon Thompson. Reynes looking for the scoop layup down low, and coming up with the second chance points is Liam Gray.
The T-Birds have to get those defensive rebounds. That's hurting them right now.
Ty Hack, he's been everywhere. Gets doubled for good reason, too. He scored a bunch today. Soibelman in the post. Strong move to the basket and one.
What's awesome about Ruben Soibelman, he is such a big body, and I coached them last year with the junior varsity team. You know, he was actually born premature. He was actually born at 3 pounds.
Wow.
3 pounds, and now he's probably about, I would say, 6'4", and he's probably about 200 pounds, 215, so quite a resilient young man.
You saw in that replay there, the strong move, Liam Gray committing the foul, was pleading to the ref that his hands were up, but he won't get the benefit of the doubt this time.
I'm probably off with the weight. He's probably not 200. I'd say he's probably 195, 190. Who knows?
A big man either way,
yeah. Regardless, big guy.
Liam Gray coming off the foul. A take and a make.
That's not a shot the Ghosts have been looking to shoot so far, but he makes good of it.
Ty Hack, you see that pressure being brought, that 1-3-1 press. Ben Riley, Soibelman down low, another strong take. This time it gets deflected, I believe, off of Leon Gray's hand, so maybe a bit of revenge there for Gray. Now the Ghost with it down low. Gray, he's going to dish it off. Mid-range jumper taken by Braden Egan. A little too strong. Thunderbirds in transition. Lual, they're going to get tied up, but I believe a foul was called on the floor. And as the Ghosts are in the penalty, or the Thunderbirds rather, are in the bonus here, they will take free throws.
I really want to see the Thunderbirds convert on this press break here. You know, it's not. I haven't been too impressed with it. But it's definitely slowing down the pace. You definitely have to be a bit more patient. But they're getting some odd man breaks. They just have to make good and keep attacking.
Lual will come up with 1 out of his 2 free throws from the line, giving the Thunderbirds a 5-point advantage with just under 1 minute to play here in the first half. That ball going off Ty Hack's hands is going to allow them to set their half-court defense now. Some picks being set on the inbound. I believe that's Conlon Thompson.
Good rotation by Ben Riley to get in the 3 pass away help side. Here comes Rang Lual.
Lual numbers to dishes to Ty Hack. Good ball movement there from Lual in transition. 40 seconds left here to play in the first. Conlon Thompson, they're going to look to slow things down a little bit, coming off their last turnover. Only 10 seconds left on the shot clock now. 19 seconds separate game clock and shot clock. Egan out to Thompson, deflected by Soibelman, so only 4.6 seconds left on the shot clock here for Bishop Grandin. They're going to have to get something off quickly. Expect them to set some screens on the inbound.
I'm surprised Bishop Grandin isn't looking to call a timeout here and run a good inbound play to get 2 points. I mean, you definitely want to get into halftime, get into the break with a positive note, but right now 7-point cushion for the Thunderbirds.
So a substitution here for the Thunderbirds. We're going to see Mahad Hassan Bark checking into the game for Rang Lual. Possibly just a defensive sub here with 23 seconds left in the first half. Down low, contested. Ty Hack, they're going to have numbers here. Ty Hack goes in and converts the layup.
Awesome take, such an athletic move. He jumped from pretty far, but he was very high up, elevated nicely.
Shot clock turned off. Oh, nearly taken by Ben Riley. A tie-up for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, I believe.
Thunderbird basketball. That's a great coaching decision by Dave Youngs to get into that, put some pressure. And as I alluded to with Bishop Grandin not doing it, Dave Youngs will not make that same mistake. He's going to call a timeout and look to get a nice 2-point play here for the Thunderbirds and have them go into the half on a really positive note regardless.
All right, so they've got a minute to draw up a play here.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some razzle-dazzle here. Maybe they'll look to get an alley-oop play for Ben Riley, but regardless, great defensive presence by the Thunderbirds there in that last possession.
There's that strong move by Soibelman that you're seeing now. We've seen a lot of outside shooting from the Ghosts in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they've been dishing the ball inside a little more, and plenty of fast break opportunities like that one for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, I think the Bishop Grandin Ghost coaching staff has realized that they definitely are getting beat in transition with the Thunderbirds, or at least they're getting to the line. So I think that's a good coaching move to go into the 1-3-1 to try to slow it down. However, the Thunderbirds have been able to break it, and it seems like it's not really working effectively against the very athletic and quick Sheppard Thunderbirds.
So yesterday, we almost seen the highlight of the tournament from Ben Riley. There was about 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Coming out of a timeout, they drew up an alley-oop play for him. You said we might be able to expect something similar today. So 7.5 seconds left. Don't leave yet. Some students walking out of the gym. I wouldn't be doing that right now at all. We'll see who they look to find here.
Unfortunately, I don't think they really understand the dynamics of a timeout with 8 seconds left here, but plenty of time for the Thunderbirds to get a very good look here for Ben Riley or one of the other athletes here.
So they're going to get it to Ty Hack instead, who's going to dish it off to Malicha.
Oh, that is a carry, yeah. Oh, geez. That's just a frustrating one, but that's okay. Let's see if the T-Birds can get a stop here.
So we'll see what Bishop Grandin can do with 3.7 seconds left now. They have a chance for last shot. The Thunderbirds just man up looking to contest anything that they're even able to put up. And if this goes in, I'd be shocked. And they can't even get a shot off here.
Great defensive play by Ty Hack to leave his check. He knew right away that his man was not going to get the ball, and he went right away to help. Oh, what's going on here?
Looks like we have some trash talk here.
Are we just, okay, so I didn't know if there was a foul or something, but no, nonetheless.
Yeah, refs were just separating them there, I believe.
Second quarter done then. Let's move on to
what a
halftime.
half.
Yeah, that was some fun basketball.
All right, so we will visit you guys again in about 10 minutes here. Enjoy your halftime. You're not going to want to leave this one. The Thunderbirds are beating Bishop Grandin right now 39-30. All right, so we've got a couple minutes to go until we get this second half started. Right now, the Thunderbirds have a 39-30 lead over the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. I'm Connor Toffin, joined by Ben Feldman. Ben, we're seeing some of the first half highlights here. It was an exciting one.
Yeah, definitely a good start. I mean, despite the, like we talked about earlier, just the opening ceremonies, quite emotional here. But just maybe get their legs back. So I think this second half will be a little bit more run and gun. Not that it was lacking in the first half. So
we've seen a lot of fast break opportunities for the Thunderbirds. Not as many for the Ghosts as you're seeing one there. Some tough play down low for both teams. You'll see a lot of slashing here and a lot of dishing from the Thunderbirds here in the second half.
Oh, look at that. So it looks like there was a technical foul possibly here at near the end of the first half. That's
Yeah, so at the end of the first half, if you remember, both teams are kind of jawing at each other a little bit. I thought they would have shot free throws right then and there, but a technical free throw was actually taken, and Jansen Reynes actually made it, I think, right?
Yeah,
it kind of caught me off guard.
No, yeah, that's wow. I didn't notice the ref even make a signal that there was a technical foul, but nonetheless, I mean, it happened, and hopefully we'll see. I hope that doesn't come back to bite the T-Birds. You never want to give up those. Those are just silly ones. You never want to give up a technical foul.
Yeah, so there you see that 1 point added there for Grandin. So a 9-point lead for the Thunderbirds gets cut down one. Those are the fouls you don't want to be taking. A free point there for Bishop Grandin.
Especially in this game. This has just been such a close back and forth game. It's going to come down to the wire, I think, here, unless the T-Birds can find a way to stop them from shooting their threes.
All right, so the Thunderbirds pick up the steal. Here's Ben Riley. 2-on-1 fast break. He'll take it himself and convert.
He's a lefty, so people are going to think that's an easy layup, but for him, that's a great take. Right-hand layup, good finish, great pass there by Musa.
And a steal now from Felix Webb. He'll be open with Ben Riley. Webb.
Timeout taken by Bishop Grandin.
Wow, a strong start for the Thunderbirds. That's how you respond from the technical free throw.
Great response, and again, another great coaching move by Dave Youngs to get into a half-court trap after the first pass. And just a seasoned veteran move by Dave Youngs. I mean, this is his 27th Totem Hoop Classic, so, he's definitely someone he's gonna be up to tricks like that, as you see here on that steal from the half-court trap. And Felix Webb with a great athletic move.
Very similar looking layups there, him and Ben Riley.
No kidding.
Almost spitting images of each other. So we've seen we've seen a lot so far. We've seen some shooting. We've seen a lot of interior play. What's Bishop Grandin going to have to do to cut down this 12-point deficit?
Well, I definitely think they're going to have to, like we talked about earlier, they're going to have to stop the Thunderbirds in transition. And again, you can't give up turnovers and points in transition like that. But again, like, they're shooting the ball well, but at some point you have to think that maybe the shooting will not be as consistent as it has been so far. But nonetheless, they're taking good shots and they're hitting them.
Okay, so looks like Colin Thompson's going to be inbounding now for the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. They're getting outscored 4-1 here early. The Ghosts on the right wearing their black, red, and white uniforms. The Thunderbirds with the white and blue uniforms defending right now on the left. Colin Thompson guarded by Felix Webb. Thompson's going to drive, and he's going to have an open shooter, but they missed the pass. So he's going to have to gain his dribble. That's BK Reith around Ben Riley, the defender.
Good take. It looks like Dave Youngs is seen that the three-point has been hurting them a little bit, so there wasn't as much help that you would normally see from a Dave Youngs basketball team. So it looks like they're going to try to make sure they're not shooting the ball like they have been in the first half.
Tight defense there is going to, and they're going to call the foul.
Oh, there's a T right there. Yep, boom. He gets one. That's just a silly one.
Let's see, so there's the foul down low. You can see the contact coming from BK Reith, and right there he slams it into the ground right near the end of that replay. So there's going to be a technical free throw shot here.
So they're going to do, I think, they're going to shoot the technical first. So that will be Musa Malicha shooting the technical, and then number 12, sorry, Abu Baker Nzisabira will shoot the two free throws for the foul that occurred.
All right, so the technical free throw for the Thunderbirds. We'll have 2 more chances at the line here from Abu.
Nice shot by Abu to hit the first one.
And Abu
second one's good.
will make the second. So the Thunderbirds 13-point lead now. 9 minutes left to play. 19 minutes left to play in this game altogether. BK Reith is going to dish it off to Caden Keenge. Keenge back to BK Reith. Stares down the rim. Long 3 taken by BK and the make. Those are some tough shots. I think that if you're the Thunderbirds, you got to let them take them.
Holy smokes, that's a really difficult shot. And, you know, you want to see a little bit more ball pressure and not give him that shot. But, again, no one's going to think that he's going to hit that one or shoot that one at least.
Musa Malicha hard to the rim and the make.
Good take. And, again, way to use that English on the glass there by Musa. Great finish.
Jansen Reynes playing a large part of that first half for the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. Keenge comes up a little too strong on the floater.
Those are the shots the T-Birds want to give up. They're going to have to earn it here if they want to get back into this one. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, just a great
hop step there.
Fundamental play by Musa. Such a strong guard. And now the fans are slowly making their way, and it looks like it's going to be a full house here soon for the second half.
Saved, not saved rather at half court. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Jansen Reynes not quite able to come up with it. Yeah, you can, I mean, the Thunderbirds had a little bit of momentum most of that first half. You can really feel it now as this gym starts to pile up. You can see the hallway outside, or we can see it anyways, starting to fill up a bit, so expect fans to start streaming in here. Students, friends, classmates, Thunderbirds looking to impress the home crowd today.
Why not? Such an exciting opportunity for these young athletes, especially the ones in the white and blue.
Oh, Ty Hack nearly getting the 2 as he drove the baseline. Whistle on the floor here. See Ty Hack there just using the baseline. Sees a small opening and
good take.
He gets fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2.
$14-point lead here for the Thunderbirds. Ty Hack, great first shot, makes it count.
Ty Hack's had a great game today.
He has, you know, he's definitely a great role player. He's very hard on himself, but he's such a nice young man, and he always wants to be a positive contributor for this team. And you know what? He's definitely found himself a great role in this Thunderbird team in his grade 11 year with the team.
Steal by Ben Riley, transition, this is where he's dangerous!
Hey, and Ben Riley with the finish.
I just talked about impressing your friends and your classmates, that'll do it.
That's awesome. Great job by Ben Riley. That's the take you want to see every time he gets the chance. That's got to pump up this team and the crowd.
Momentum is all in Ross Shepp's favor. The gym is rocking. BK Reith dishes it off inside, and that's how you cry at a crowd if you're Chang Jiao.
Yeah,
you know, they were both worth 2 points.
Hey, you know what? 2 points is 2 points. Doesn't matter how you get it, but one's just a little bit more pretty.
So here's Felix Webb handing it off to Ty Hack. Webb sets the screen. Ty Hack sends the defender to the floor, but they're going to call a push-off, I believe.
Let's see if this was the right call here. Oh, I don't know. That's close. That's a close one. It looks like a couple defenders were in the way, so we couldn't really tell, but I guess we'll have to think the refs made the right call there.
It looked like there was a push. For me, it's a matter of, was it enough to send him to the floor? I think it was. I think that was a good call there by the refs.
Well,
you can hear the home crowd didn't like it.
If Michael Jordan can get away with it in the playoffs in the 90s, let's hope that Ty can get that too.
Deep three taken there. Oh, my goodness. I don't think he called bank. But Jansen there, he'll tell us he called bank at least, as Ben Riley to Ty Hack in the corner. And
there
the
it
make
is.
from Ty Hack. He's unstoppable right now.
16-point lead for the Thunderbirds here. This has been a way more electric third quarter here.
Hounding defense there from Lual. Now in the high post, a bit of a fade there. Not the shot you're going to want to take there if you're Liam Gray, but maybe he sensed they couldn't get anything else going. So Lual brings it back up court for the Thunderbirds. He'll give it off to Ben Riley, the highlight dunk you've seen just a couple minutes ago. Riley's going to drive again hard to the rim, adjusting his body in midair and making it with the left hand.
Ben Riley has just been, since he's been here in grade 10, he's been such an athlete, but his athleticism and growth as a player has just increased dramatically this grade 11 year for him.
Ooh, might have had an open lane there, but they're going to dish it to Keenge, who makes the three.
Again, Dave Youngs and the T-Birds are definitely going to have to figure out a way to respond and get a stop here with these three-pointers.
Here's Ty Hack. Hack. Now they'll go to Ben Riley up top. Ooh.
Bishop Grandin ball. Tough one there. Ben Riley wanted the screen there, it looks like. Here's some subs coming in for the Thunderbirds. We got number 10, Ruben Soibelman, and number 8, Mahad Hassan Beret.
Swarming inbound defense here. It's going to force the Ghost to throw it to the front court to Chang Lau. Pick set from him. His point guard does not use it. He'll go up with it and miss the shot.
Good box out by number 12, Abu.
Lual with a full head of steam. We'll see. They do call it off of Lual. So the Thunderbirds had an electric start here to the second half, but only down 15 right now. So electric start from the Thunderbirds, but not. Grandin's been staying in it, right?
Yeah, you know, and the thing that's keeping them in it is their three-point shooting. That's just been phenomenal. They're definitely shooting for sure 50% or more from the three-point line. But if the T-Birds can take away the layups and give them shots like this, they haven't been dropping for them as much. So good defense there by the Thunderbirds.
That was Chang Lau with the miss. Lual pulling up from three, rims out.
Good
rebound taken
rebound
down by his teammate. And they're going to call it Bishop Grandin ball.
And I think just a little bit too much excitement there by Mahad Hassan Beret there coming into the game. He hasn't seen much action yet, but he'll get into the rhythm soon.
Oh, stolen. Or not stolen at all. Getting my sides mixed up here. So Keenge is going to take control. They'll get it to Chang Jiao down low. Double team.
But 3 seconds, or was it? Oh no, sorry. I thought there was a 3 in the key call, but no, that's the right call by this referee here. Let's see. Yeah, rotations weren't quite there defensively, leaving number 10 Ruben Soibelman there, kind of hanging to dry.
So Soibelman's going to make him earn his points. That's Liam Gray making the first of his 2 free throws.
Bishop Grandin has done a good job. They haven't shown signs of going away yet, but again, the T-Birds do have some good depth and a bit more athleticism. So we'll see if it can continue for the Thunderbirds.
Hassan Barr pulls up from mid-range.
Nice shot.
It's in.
That's a great shot for the young man. That's a lost art, the pull-up jump shot.
So Bishop Grandin down 15. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. They're going to need to get something going as Liam Gray looks to start it with the 3 from the corner. Looks like he looked off his defender there, and just as he was about to drive, he pulled up. Oh, strong response here from the Thunderbirds. Soibelman going up with it. We're going to see a fast break opportunity now. Ghosts have numbers. They dish it to BK Reith. Now back outside. That's
what do we have for travel? Oh boy, that's a lucky call there for the Thunderbirds. They definitely didn't want to give up that after what should have been a good 2 points there by Soibelman, but good defense shown there by the Bishop Grandin Ghosts, almost making the T-Birds pay.
Lual guarded by Reynes. Hassan Barr with it now, right by his teammate's bench. Hassan Barr, he just made a shot from mid-range. This time they'll dish it off. Shot clock running out here. 4 seconds left. Time running out. Lual's going to have to chuck one up. And it did hit the rim, so no shot clock violation, but Keene with a good enough job just to bring it down. A lot of pressure being brought there on the front court. Now a switch with Luell. He's going to go straight back to his man. Mid-range shot there from Chang Zhao, and
that's the first one they've made, I think, in a while. So again, those are the shots you want to give up, but they've been hitting their threes. So
down low, a miss from Malicha. Grandin with the chance to cut this Thunderbirds lead back into single digits.
Yeah, 10-point lead. The T-Birds had a way bigger cushion, but Bishop Grandin not going away yet.
BK Reith looked like he wanted it for a second. He'll get it down to Chang Zhao with the soft touch. Leads only 8 right now for the Thunderbirds.
Dave Young's going to bring in Ben Riley back into the game, as well as number 11, Zarek Touranjo. So let's see what's going to happen here. Get back to the depth players that have been that made the significant impact for the T-Birds earlier this game.
So we'll see if Bishop Grandin can continue on this run. It's going to start on defense right now as Touranjo is going to be inbounding the ball. They'll go straight to Malicha, who's going to give it to Riley, who's got a head of steam.
This kid can play. I hope these fans appreciate what they're watching. For a grade 11, there's some fantastic grade 11s for this Thunderbird team. They're going to be a strong team, if not this year, but definitely in the next year to come.
Look at this. Hassan Barr looking more like Pat Beverly. He's getting the crowd pumped up.
Awesome defense there. There you go, and a tough shot. Those are the shots you want to let them shoot.
Liam Gray missing that last shot. Malicha down low, fakes out his defender, and takes it to the rack.
Great take by Musa, great finish, way to adjust. You know, coaches used to say right hand on the right side, left on the left, but now, I don't know, right now there's no proper hand to finish a basket.
We're going to get it to Liam Gray, now Reynes. Up to Keene, 8 seconds left, that is a deep shot, he nearly made it. Keene's trying to chase down his own rebound. We're going to see Malicha in transition, taking it to the rack.
Easy
Good defense there, but Soibelman ends up with it, and Thunderbirds able to take back their 14-point lead. Only a couple seconds differential from shot clock and game clock. Liam Gray is going to go and get fouled.
Well, basketball is a game of runs, and right there, you know, Bishop Grandin was on quite a big run there, and the T-Birds came back and made it now back to a 14-point lead with 21 seconds left in this one.
There's going to be a lot of people here in the gym to take in the fourth quarter. You can see the side away from our cameraman, Dave Foley, is pretty filled up right now. On the side closer to us, I can't see an open seat at all just as I'm looking around. So should be a good finish here, especially if Bishop Grandin can go on another run like they just did.
Yeah, this has been a great game. This has been super exciting, and I'm really happy that this is the type of action we're getting here in the semifinals of the Totem Hoop Classic.
This early on in the year, too.
No kidding, this has been awesome. Both teams will improve so much after this tournament, that's for sure.
Touranjo down low off the dish from Ty Hack.
Nice layup, good look by Ty Hack. A great pass.
10 seconds left now. Bishop Grandin might need this bucket if they want to stay in this game. Keene hesitates, he's going to dish it off. Only 1 second left. They're just going to have to chuck up a corner three, and they make it. And just as you thought they were running out of time, Liam Gray with the corner three. The Thunderbirds with a 69-57 lead over the Grandin Bishop Ghosts. Wow, it's a 12-point game, but
this has been a fun one. It's just back and forth, and Bishop Grandin has not quit yet on this one.
Ooh, you'll see down low there, Malicha.
Oh, here's the dunk here by
here
Ben Riley. Awesome, wow. That was a tough finish. You know, he didn't really have good control of the ball, so for him to make that work, that was fantastic.
And if he would have slowed down at all, he was getting blocked there too with the defender right behind him, so he almost had to dunk it there. I think a layup, he might have lost it.
Yeah, no, that was great. You know what, this has been a great game, and you know, it just comes down to transition, but it's been really good so far.
And I think if they can limit the Thunderbirds' transition opportunities and force them, I'm a baseball player, all right, Ben?
Yeah.
And when a pitcher's throwing a no-hitter or he's throwing a good game, sometimes we just say, hey, get on base any way you can, because he's from the full and then he has to change his pitching motion when there's a runner on base.
Absolutely.
So the Thunderbirds have been scoring a ton so far in transition. If Bishop Grandin can limit that, I'm not saying the Thunderbirds will struggle,
Yeah.
but it'll be a difference in tempo and pace for them.
Oh, totally. Well, the Thunderbirds definitely have not shot the ball as well as the Bishop Grandin Ghosts, that's for sure. So, I mean, I'm surprised they haven't gone back to their 1-3-1. I mean, I wasn't too satisfied with the way the Thunderbirds have been scoring the ball in transition off the press break, but I'm wondering to see if they're going to go back into their 1-3-1 here.
Look at the arm there from our in-game host. This is impressive.
Oh, this is fun. This is definitely part of the antics and fun that we have here at Totem Hoop. And one shout out I want to give to is to Nando's at the Brewery District in Oliver Square for sponsoring this tournament. They've given all Ross Sheppard students 20% off if they show their ID card till June. So after exams, maybe they can go get some chicken there at Nando's.
It's a good deal. You'll see Ty Hack with it now. Hack in the corner. He's going to post up his defender high and lose a bit of control of the ball. They're going to get it down low to Tourangeau, and the foul committed on the floor.
12-point lead here for the Thunderbirds. This is going to come down to defense and free throws for sure, especially with the way this game has gone and progressed.
Ben Riley inbounding the ball. Expect to see a ton of Ben Riley and a ton of Ty Hack in this fourth quarter, and what's still a game that the Bishop Grandin Ghosts are in. Ty Hack takes the long inbound pass. Screen set by Soibelman.
Oh boy.
Oh, Aaron pass finds Ben Riley. Ben Riley goes to the rim. Oh,
I don't know about that one. I mean, the refs have let them play a lot, but that's one Ben Riley's definitely going to want.
Deep three taken by Keen. Sometimes when you take threes and you pull it from deep, you're going to see the air ball. Unfortunately for Keen, he's playing in an away gym, and everyone here let him know about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're definitely going to hear that in this crowd. But you know, that's one of those shots you kind of want. I think the Bishop Grandin Ghosts are going to try to feel like they're really like they are behind, but they're going to need to slowly get their way back in and do the right thing instead of doing their own thing.
There's no such thing as a 12-point bucket, right? So
no, exactly. Great backdoor cut by Musa. Great pass. Oh,
he doesn't miss those too often. He made a couple of layups that looked just like that earlier. Transition opportunity now for the Ghosts, and they're going to have to save it. They will, but it's going to find its way to Malicha. He's got Ben Riley, Soibelman, and Ty Hack in transition. Ooh, another one.
Tough layup, but again, that's what the T-Birds have done so well in this game is those transition layups.
Keenge. Oh, no, that's his second air ball straight.
And that's, again, and you know, they're both quite similar in grades. Both teams are quite young. They've got some veterans and some young, but I mean, with 8 minutes, they're down 12, and they think we got to get in this game right away. So they need to slow it down and do what they've been doing all game because it's been working well.
Here's Malicha. Loses control of the ball. A battle for it on the floor. Malicha.
Way to save it.
Whistle on the floor now.
3 seconds in the key. That was a quick one, I thought, because he kind of bobbled it, and I thought he just made his way into the key, but nonetheless, a tough one for the T-Birds.
All right, so Bishop Grandin down 12, 69-57 with 8.5 minutes left in the game. They're going to need something, and they're going to need something soon here as Jansen Reynes takes control of the ball. They're going to get it down low into multiple Thunderbirds. Here's Ben Riley in transition. Soibelman in the post will make his shot. 71 points for the Thunderbirds today.
Great pump fake by Ruben there. And nice finish.
We get a whistle on the floor, I believe. We're going to see a foul. And it's going to stay Ghost ball.
Ghost ball on what looks like it should be the sideline. Yep, here it is. And here comes number 12 for the T-Birds. Abu Baker and Z Sabira back into the game.
You can keep having fun with that name.
Oh,
I'm just going to keep calling him Abu because the coach told me to call him
that. That's a tough one. I'm trying my best to give him a shout, but great take there.
Reynes making the layup for the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. Tourangeau, Ben Riley with it. Tourangeau sets the pick. To Riley now, he's going to take the three. It looks good.
Oh, I thought so.
The ball going to go out of bounds off of Tourangeau. Tourangeau saying he didn't touch it, but he's not going to be able to convince anyone otherwise.
Both teams showing a bit of signs here of a little bit of excitement and tension, but you just need to stick to the game plan and keep doing what you've been doing, especially the Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds in a man-to-man defense right now. Keenge going in. Good defense. Keenge picking up his own rebound. Right hand goes up with the right hand, can't get it, and a jump ball. I believe it should be Ghost possession. It is.
You know, great defense there, but you need to take a charge there. You want number 12 Abu to take that charge, but nonetheless, great defense. But a jump ball, and maybe that will impact this game. The T-Birds might need another possession there off a jump ball later in this game. Oh, that's
inbound pass and a dangerous one. Reynes able to jump his defender, and the foul committed from behind.
That's a frustrating one. Dave Young's a little bit frustrated with that one. You definitely don't want to reach on that play.
Look at that.
Yeah, let's just see. Oh, this is that's just a bit of a lazy play, and not to make, you know, Musa's had such a strong game, but, you know, just for 1 second, a little toilet flush.
We were talking about the home court rims earlier.
Yeah, no kidding. Seems to have helped us so far.
Reynes, he says, I don't even want to deal with the rims.
Holy smokes, might as well just go with the swish.
He'll flush that one down. Tourangeau. Ben Riley with it. Often you'll see Tourangeau setting the pick for him, but instead Abu's going to set the pick from behind. Ben Riley, cross-court pass, in the air. Hack gets it to Malicha, and they lose control inside. Bishop Grandin's going to have an opportunity. Oh, that's Chang Jiao. Quick possession.
Oh, boy. Just settle down, boys. They need to settle down. They need to run a good offense here.
Tai Hack. Blocked by Chang Jiao. Tourangeau coming up with the second chance points.
A little bit of a lucky bounce there for the Thunderbirds, but yeah, they definitely need to settle down, get good possessions each time they can.
Reynes trying to put the sauce on Malicha. Travel. Conlon Thompson committing the violation.
13-point lead here for the Thunderbirds. If they can just maintain just their composure, take good shots, run their offense, they should be able to walk away with this one. But nonetheless, the Ghosts have not seemed to go away from this one.
Clock is their friend right now with 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes remaining here to play, up 13. Ben Riley for three. That could have been the icing on the cake.
Great shot. Oh, boy.
Tai Hack missing down low. Hack still with it. Battle for the ball. Hack with the fade.
Wow. Very resilient play by the young man. And a good shot by Ben Riley. Tough one, didn't go.
Reynes losing control. Boo picks it up. All the way up. And
one.
Foul and one.
Smart play. Smart play. That's just awesome
sensing
basketball.
the defense. You'll see it here in a good pass from Abu. Like a quarterback throwing a streak route to his wide receiver, and Malicha sensing the defense coming down. A little bit of hesitation, draws the foul.
He has been awesome to watch today in this one. He's just been so solid. I didn't get the chance to watch him yesterday, but you can only comment if the play was
good today.
He's been better today. That's awesome. He just came off an ankle injury, so it's awesome to see that he's healthy and he's good to go. His presence has been felt for sure in this one.
You can sense the kind of team Ross Shep has, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. It's not a team that you want to mess with too much. It's not a team you can give chances because they're going to take them. And yesterday they had control for most of the game when they were playing Paul Kane. Paul Kane kind of just stuck around, and there was a couple scares in there for the Thunderbirds. Today, instead of letting Bishop Grandin stick around, down 7, 8, 9, they've been taking control, up 18 right now with 5.5 minutes left to play in the fourth.
Thunderbirds have definitely done a good job running their offense. They've gotten some really good looks, and that's going to feed into some confidence for this team.
Reynes seemed to make a couple of those today. He's going to miss that one. Chang Jiao comes down with the rebound. Ooh,
open
Reynes
one.
passing up, but BK Reith with the three.
Boy. You know, this team, it's been a phenomenal display of shooting from the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. It's been fun.
Felix Webb is going to hand it off to Tai Hack. Left-handed layup is going to miss. Oh, hard.
Great job by
there
Tai.
from Tai Hack of battle for the ball. Luau, floater. Oh, just misses.
Great job by Tai Hack. A tough layup, didn't go, but honestly, just such a resilient play to get on the floor. There's another time he's on the floor. That's so great.
Tai Hack, Oh, they're going to call a travel on Ty Hack there as he was on the ground.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but honestly, just a great display from that young man to do the difficult thing and put your body on the line and sacrifice it to get possession. Bucket no good there. Rang Lual bringing up the ball for the T-Birds.
Lual crossing up his defender. He's going to find Ty Hack. Open, corner, short, and they're going to blow it dead as it bounces off the top of the backboard.
And again, another great shot. You know, those are the good shots you want to take. Dave Youngs can't be frustrated with those, but you know, at some point those shots are going to drop, that's for sure.
So Bishop Grandin going to need a run, and they're going to need to start it right now as BK Reef brings the ball up. Keenge now with it. We've seen him pull up a lot today from right around where he is right now. So Keenge hesitates, steps back, defense all over him from Felix Webb. Now Liam Gray, Ty Hackle all over him, and wow.
Tough one to fall, good job.
24 good seconds of defense there from Ross Shepp. 1 second of Channing Gel really just in the hand and out of it there in the post. Ben Riley now with it. Riley,
great
pass to Abu. Off the backboard, in.
Ben Riley is like a Swiss Army knife. He can do it all. It's just been so fun to watch him play this game.
Here's Reef. Putting the moves on Ben Riley, able to get it to Chang Jiao down low. Luau, oh, here's Ty Hack in transition. Bucket made from Ty Hack. Thunderbirds up 15. Jal, he's been good in the fourth. Is that a block or a charge?
It's a charge. Good job by Abu. That's a great play. That young man, awesome job on D. And a timeout here by Bishop Grandin. And unfortunately, I have to run because I have a game to coach. So I'll have to leave you alone. But I just want to thank you for allowing me to be here for this this broadcast. It's been awesome, and I always enjoy working here with ICU Video Productions.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today, Ben.
Thank you very much.
And the rest of the tournament to your women's team.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, so Bishop Grandin calling the timeout. Down 15, 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in this one. Thunderbirds have done a good job controlling this one as of late. You can see there's some good passing. Ty Hack has been huge in this game, making the open layup there. He really let his mark, or made his mark on this game here in the first half. And he sat for a lot of the third quarter, but here in the fourth quarter, he is back. And Bishop Grandin might need to double him here down the stretch and try and force some turnovers as they come out of this timeout, because Ty Hack has been everywhere. So I believe it should be Thunderbird possession here. It is, as Felix Webb will inbound the ball. Looks like Mausa Malicha going to take the inbound and control the ball. Thunderbirds can feel free to use a lot of the shot clock here, is up 15 with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Look at this. This is the Globetrotters almost out here. And the foul committed. BK Reef maybe showing a bit of frustration there. Not often you see that many handoffs straight. I've watched about 2 Globetrotter shows on TV or wherever in my life, but I know that's kind of what it looks like, and pretty gutsy there from the Thunderbirds coaches there to draw that one up coming out of the timeout. Maybe they were just trying to get BK Reef or someone else on the ghost to foul. Keenge is going to get tied up with Ty Hack. And there's a whistle on the floor here. Believe they're going to get Ty Hack on the foul, so Keenge is going to go to the line for free throws with the clock stopped, and no one's lining up here, so this could be an unsportsmanlike foul. If it is, they would get their free throws and then possession, so Keenge missing the first, and looks like that's what it's going to be. So Keenge not able to convert. That was that could have been Bishop Grandin's last chance to get in this game. He could have brought them to within 13, and you know, if they get within 13, they might have a chance to hit the 3. You're back within, you know, 10 or single digits as Ben Riley comes up with a steal. Here's Ty Hack. That should spell the end of the tournament for Bishop Grandin. Thunderbirds up 84-67. Reynes is going to get it down low to Chang Jiao. Oh, it looked like the ref was calling it out of bounds, but he holds up his hand as if to call a foul there. Let's see. So Chang Jiao down low. I think they got Ty Hack on that one. That's a pretty wishy-washy call, but shouldn't matter too much. Jiao missing the first free throw. The winner of this game, which we can assume will be the Ross Sheppard Thunderbirds, is going to go on to play the winner of tonight's game. We'll be broadcasting this one here on ICU Video Productions. We're going to see a game between McGrath and the O'Leary Spartans to see who's going to play Ross Shepp in the finals, barring an absolute miracle that I've never seen before. Bishop Grandin bringing a lot of front court pressure. They're going to need to create a couple turnovers here. You see the 1-3-1 press. Malicha hesitates and drops his defender off. Malicha driving hard to the rim. He's got the sauce. Jansen Reynes, he's been playing almost all game today. He's put in a pretty good team effort as he pulls up from deep. That one's going to miss wide right. Ty Hack just going to let the ball travel out of bounds instead of taking the rebound and being trapped in the corner. So looked for a second there like Bishop Grandin was going to bring the half-court trap, but instead they're going to drop off into their man defense. Ty Hack getting it up to Abu. Ben Riley back down to Abu, but it's intercepted. Keenge has got Chang Jiao with him. Good defense there from the Thunderbirds in transition. Minute and a half remaining in this game. Ty Hack has been big for the Thunderbirds. Ben Riley's come up with a couple highlight plays. Moussa Malicha has been all over, and Felix Webb making the bucket there has kind of casually chipped in every now and then as well. Good team effort for them today as Abu turns it over. Chang Jiao down low, spinning around. And a foul called. We're going to see Liam Gray go into the line for 2, but it's going to be too little, too late here for the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. You see right there the arm coming down from Felix Webb onto the right arm of the shooter. Now some subs coming in for the Thunderbirds as they look to get some guys more play time. We're going to see Matthew Watson. We've seen him a bit yesterday. I believe it's the first time we've seen him today. Prince de Chavez checks in. We also see Mahad Hassan Bar. And Connor Rashad also checks in for them. He's 6'7", so we haven't, I mentioned earlier they were playing Paul Kane yesterday and they had the 6'7" Kevin Hessel to put up with. And so we've seen a lot of Connor Rashad. However, today this is the first action he's seen. Bishop Grandin, a little bit of a smaller team. Grade 10 center, so any minutes for those grade 10s can really count because you might get some limited play time, and when you're in, you need to make your impact felt. Here's Rashad now, into the corner. Felix Webb is the last remaining guy that didn't sub off, that was on about 30 seconds ago. They're going to get it down to Rashad. Spinning in the post, he goes up with it. Some contact. But mostly all ball there from the Ghosts. We've also seen some subs here for Bishop Grandin. Kevin Siney has checked into the game for his first time today. We also see Braden Egan back into the game. He's seen some limited minutes. And Nuwan War seeing his first action today. You see him in the corner by the ball handler right now as Liam Gray, with 4 seconds left, draws the whistle. Pretty good defense there coming from the Thunderbirds, but a reach in there called on Matthew Watson. So as long as they can control the rebound here, the Thunderbirds, with only 20 seconds left, are going to be able to dribble this one out. Bishop Grandin rather. Still trying with 11 seconds left in this game. See there, they're just trying to dribble at the ball, dribble at the game, double comes, they sense a turnover. So it's nice to see playing until the final whistle as Mahad Hassan Bar goes to the free throw line. And you never want, even though this game's over, you never want to get into a rhythm of missing free throws. His teammates give him some encouragement. He laughs him off. Oh, it didn't help. He's going to miss the second two. Under 10 seconds left in this one. Bishop Grandin bringing up the ball, and to end this game off, Ross Shepp is going to get a block from Prince de Chavez, and with half a second left, we're actually going to get a whistle. I was ready to put a wrap on this thing, but we're going to see one last inbound here for Ross Shepp, as they will go to the final. Ross Shepp with a great game today, taking down the Bishop Grandin Ghosts. You can hear the crowd, they're pumped up. Ross Shepp going to play the winner of tonight's game at 6:30. It's McGrath versus O'Leary. The final score of today's game was 88-71. I'd like to thank our color commentator, Ben Feldman. I'd like to wish his team good luck in the rest of the tournament. Our cameraman was Dave Foley, Alex Testowich, our switcher, and Kevin Kyle, our director. I'm Connor Toffin. I was your play-by-play today. Thanks for watching from Ross Sheppard High School and the 27th Annual Totem Hoop Classic from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We'll be back here in about 25 minutes or so to see some women's action. Thank you all for tuning in.